Stop the cap.
Don't forget to pick up my new book. It's on Amazon. The link is in the description box.
You know what I love? I love seeing a big boy running. Like, you see a lean guy running, it's like, okay, all right. Okay, I see you, little Mr. Lean. You know he can run. He can run. He did cross country. He did cross country in high school. But you see a big boy running? Respectfully. Boeing is 747 type situation. Coal locomotive situation. I know how much ATV it must have taken to get you going that fast, big dog. You trying to find a caboose? You trying to find a caboose? A little engine could? Keep up? Stupid. I don't know, it's just something about when they're that big and they're going so fast. Like, how are you doing that? How are you doing that? How are you doing that?
Man, she did it again. I'm not bugging. She did it again. Oh, I was about to post another video the other day, but I said, fuck it, man. I ain't posting it because, you know, I be trying to stay focused and be on my pro-black shit and whatnot. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, especially these days. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in the fucking water. And, you know, then again, I'll be making videos talking about why these white dudes is mad and shit like that, or why they're so mad. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, the shit is right in your face, man. So there's two of them. I got two of them doing this bullshit. Okay? One of them is cuter than the other. One of them, you know, the face is kind of like, I don't know. I don't like white women that don't have no fucking lips. She kind of got like a shrewish face, but the body is bodying. And you know what it is about a lot of these women? That when the body is bodying, if they white or have proximity to whiteness, man, I don't know what it is, whether brothers then gas these women's heads up or whatever, but they know what they working with. You know what I mean? And look, I'm a big dude. I am beyond the average of most men. I am in the upper echelon. I am in the elite category of height and size. There's no disputing that. You know, I mean, the category above me is Hulk Hogan. Literally, it's Hulk Hogan. The category above me is fucking Hulk Hogan. Bigger than Goldberg, bigger than The Rock. I went through the whole thing. Only motherfuckers bigger than me are Hulk Hogan. It was Hulk Hogan, and it was The Undertaker. That's it. You know, height and weight. But anyway, so the other little joint, like, okay, I'll tell you what she did yesterday, right? The one that kind of defacing all that. I mean, it's doable. It ain't like you would never look at her and be like, oh my God, she's gorgeous. Like it ain't hitting like that. It's the body is bodying. Okay. Cute enough, but you know, it ain't my cup of tea. I'll put it to you like that. It ain't my cup of tea. It's just the body is bodying. So she was with her little friend yesterday, and you know, I came in there. You know, I went past the water fountain because usually I go in there, I fill up my jug, and then I, you know, go over to the heavy weights and shit. And you know, made a little eye contact. You know, but I ain't thinking nothing of it because most of these chicks don't understand how old I am. They think I'm much younger than what I appear. And I attribute that largely to, you know, freaking lotion and going to the gym consistently over the years. You know, there's a direct correlation with like longevity, quality of life, and muscle mass. You know what I mean? So I've been maintaining that. So you know, I get a lot of like chicks in their mid-20s that, you know, they really don't know how old I am. I'm like, chick, like, you know, I'm pushing, you know, old enough to be your father and type of shit, you know. But anyway, yeah, she came in with her little friend. As soon as she saw me, she was like, oh, I gotta change. Went into the locker room, took off her fucking baggy ass sweatpants and her oversized t-shirt, and the next thing you know, it was just yams, just yams all over the fucking place. I mean, she got the little, I don't even know, like they gotta have like a cup thing in there or something that just grabs the booty and makes the booty look crazy. You know what I mean? But I was doing bench yesterday, And she was just like, yeah, motherfucker, you gonna look at all of this. You gonna look at all. It's gonna be right in front of you, right? Because the bench press is behind the benches. Because all gyms are basically set up the same. So you have like the heavier equipment, then you got like the mirror, and then you got like the row of weights up against the mirror. That's pretty much all gyms. The row of weights is right in front of the mirror. Anyway, so like I'm doing my bench, so I'm looking like dead at all of the thickness, the thighs, the ass, and I'm just saying, and she's like doing all these poses, and looks like she's trying to get her girlfriend to be on some fitness shit. But I mean, the yams is just yamming. This shit is retarded. That's girl number one, okay? And she's new. I only seen her like, a handful of times, but like I already knew, because she just kept like glancing back and all this other shit. But I ain't say nothing because I'm just like, chick, too young. But whatever. I know what some of y'all saying. Nah, man, fuck that. You need to pounce on it. Nah, man. First off, this girl is a white girl, and I'm just so turned off to like just white people in general. You know what I mean? Like I talk a lot of shit about motherfuckers fucking with them and all this other stuff, but me personally, I'm like, nah, man, nah. They're if you fuck with them at your own risk. They are not to be trusted. If you want to be with them long term, they cannot handle, struggle or setback. And we still live in a world where there's still racism and still discrimination. And wherever you think you are right now, if you run into some hardship, is she going to still be there? I don't trust them motherfuckers like that. That's just me, right? So then there's this other joint, right? And this is the one I'm talking about today, because I'm literally, you hear me drive, I literally just left the gym. And, this motherfucker, like, so she got a boyfriend. And her boyfriend, I know her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's this big, cock-strong, diesel white dude, right? Mind you, this girl is actually, look, I thought she was Italian. Come to find out, she's from a country that is like, it basically is like the border between Europe and Asia. Okay, so she's a little off-white. But if you look at her, if you see her, she could get away with saying that she was Italian. So anyway, dude was, he would like, basically go and, run up on the treadmill and, spit some game and everything. This is not a corny white dude. This is a white dude. He got muscles. He works out. The only thing, because he shared it with me, the only thing is he does steroids. So that's why he's so big. So the funny thing is he has a whole bunch of respect for me because, he's like, nah, dude, you're freakishly strong. He's like, look, I do all this shit, man, but, that's with some cycles. Like, you come in here and you throwing big boy weight around on some natty shit. He's like, nah, man. He's like, I know where I actually am. I know what my actual level is. I give myself a little bit of help, but this is where I'm at. So, like, this is what he says. I don't know whether he relayed that back to her or not, but whatever. When they were first messing around, you know what I mean? I used to like encourage him to go holler. I'm like, yo, your girl here, da 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 da. Yo, your chick here, yo, she in the back, da 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 da. Right? So, and I'm saying, I saw her initially. Her whole style screams, I fuck with black dudes. I'm not gonna lie. Her whole style. I remember seeing her talk to a black dude, and she was doing all this extra shit, lifting up her shirt and everything else. I remember specifically peeping that shit. She was talking to this black dude, good-looking dude. You know what I mean? Looked like they kind of knew each other. Maybe went to the same high school or something. I don't know. Right? They looked like they had a little bit of history or something like that. So I didn't think nothing of it. So anyway, white dude, he pushing up on her. I'm like, oh yeah, he gonna get it. I mean, the motherfucker is a unit. Like, he's literally a unit. I'm like, oh, he definitely gonna get this, right? So I used to make jokes, and I used to be like, yo, man, get in a couple strokes for me, right? And that's just some lightweight joking type of shit. That's what I was saying. Yo, man, get in a couple strokes for me. Get in a couple strokes for your boy, right? This is what I used to say to him, right? And this is like, this is when he was just smashing her. But I guess, and I don't know, I don't have full details. That's the thing. I don't know what they are. Okay, but I'm assuming, but here's the thing. Somebody else tried to holler at her, and she told them that she's in a relationship with somebody. So I said, oh, so they are in a relationship. So I was like, oh, okay. And so even today, there was a white dude, he's been trying to shoot his shot. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, little does he know, I'm like, dude, you wasting your time. He trying to come on some nice guy shit. Tall guy, blonde guy, and he's trying to, trying to shoot his shot. But you wasting his time. She's entertaining it and everything. But I'm like, yo, she got a dude. But here's the fucking thing. Because I've only shared it with one other person. It's another woman at the gym. And, it's another woman at the gym. And there's a dude that I pointed out because I wanted him to see it. I was like, look, watch what she does, right? Because what she tends to do is she orbits. She likes to fucking orbit me. And then not only that, here's the big thing, and she did it tonight, and I was like, confirmed. This shit is confirmed. She does it every time. So, and she's another one. Wears these oversized t-shirts that cover up her ass. If she's like right in front of me, based on me, the equipment I'm using, or if she's in the vicinity, man, she hiking that shit up. She's hiking it up. She hyping up the back of the shirt. She'll like tuck in the shirt, in the back, and then it like drapes down over the front. I'm like, you so want me to see this ass. And she does have an ass. This motherfucker looks so ridiculously good in leggings. It's ridiculous. She be wearing these yoga pants, the thickness and everything. And you know what I think it is? I think it's the fact that, and this goes back to what I was trying to tell Cap about the whole concept of thirst. Black men, we do tend to jump up and down about well-built women. And in the white community and in some of these other communities, there's a lot of rhetoric about, oh, the woman too fat, the woman too this. And I'm saying a lot of these women are killing themselves trying to put themselves in a position that is not homeostasis for them. Like it's like, yeah, sure, I could go and get shredded and eat nothing but chicken and rice and come down to like 10% body fat, but that's not where my body is happiest. Okay, my body is happiest where, like, if a woman were to describe me today, because I had one woman that said, I said, how am I built? And she said thick. And I was like, okay, I'm thick. I'm not arguing with it. She's like, I'm thick. Like, I know that I'm not so cut that I got like feathered muscle ripples and shit like that. Like, I remember one time there was a guy, he cut down so much that you could literally see the feathering of his pec muscles. That shit was so crazy. He looked terrible in the face. His cheekbones were sucked in, like, but in terms of for the contest, like, I'm sure he cramped up like a motherfucker on stage. But I'm sure for the competition, he was looking the part. But I'm just saying, like, this is kind of what I think it is. I think she's used to dealing with black dudes. That's the vibe I get. She got with the white dude because, he was the first one to press up on it. It makes me wonder why I didn't press up on it, but he was the first one to press up on it. But see, the thing is that I feel like there's a lack of appreciation because she's not built like the ideal shape and size that a lot of white guys are into. A lot of white guys are into a chick being, I don't know, fucking, what would you say? Like Kevin's 125 pounds, looking like, Becky the cheerleader and shit like that. And neither one of these chicks are fucking built like that. They are built. Like, they are built. I'm talking quads, hamstrings. You know what I'm saying? They are built. Upper body strength. They are built. And I mean, this motherfucker, it's just, I'm like, she does it every time. I mean, look, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm kind of on the respectful side. If I know you, I know you by first name, I'm not trying to holler at your girl. I ain't trying to shoot my shot. I'm not trying to do any of that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just a respectful dude like that, and, so if you say you done with the girl, you done with the girl. But man, women are just, they're so messy. They're so messy. Like, even the chick, remember the chick I told y'all about that had the kid by one dude and then the kid by another dude that didn't have a car, Oh man, she got pregnant by she got pregnant, and I thought she got pregnant by the baby daddy that she lives with. No, she got pregnant by a whole nother nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then went and got the abortion. And then told me about it. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, no, actually, she told me about it before and then told me that, I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, congratulations. You know what I mean? Like, she had another kid, even though I kind of was thinking in my mind, I'm like, you don't need, like, okay, if this is who you're going to be with and everything. But the thing is they ain't married. They just live together. So I'm like, why are you having another baby underneath these circumstances? Whatever. If you got the resources to cover it, fuck it. Right? But the thing is she was like, nah, I got pregnant by another dude. And the crazy thing is the dude that she got pregnant by, there was another dude in between that she was fucking that she didn't get pregnant by. I'm like, yo, these hoes is messy. They're messy. And I don't know why. No, actually, fuck it. She already told me why. She told me, like, I have a mature and an old soul and all this other shit. Like, when it comes to, like, when people tell me negative shit, I get real serious. Like, when they tell me negative shit, I don't just co-sign. I be telling them, like, yo, you fucked up. Like, you need to do this, do that, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, I get real serious, right? And honestly, I'm more serious offline than I am online. Online is like fucking different personality and shit. It's the same way as when you read my books. Like I have a whole different personality when I'm laying shit out. I'm super serious when I'm laying shit out. I got a very critical and analytical mind when I'm laying shit out. But when I'm just doing a video and I'm relaxed, I'm just telling you like it is, and I'm speaking the way people speak. I'm just laying this shit out, and I'll be goofy and say a couple of things, but I'm just like, man, just messy. But that's a whole nother conversation. That's another chick. I'm just saying, all this stuff that she was telling me, I was just like, God damn, you so fucking. I keep telling her. I just tell her. I'm like, you messy. Like, stop being messy. And she tries to, she catches herself trying to flirt with me, and I don't really play that shit. I'm like, chick, don't get me wrong. You do look good, but all these stories that you done told me, like, I mean, she's told me about how she caught STDs and shit. What makes you think I want to dive in it now? Yes, she's right. She looks good. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, didn't you tell me about how you caught gonorrhea because you was fucking with your side nigga and everything? I'm like, chick, I don't want none of that. I'm like, are you crazy? Right? But she just feels comfortable telling me this shit. And they'll sit there and be like, do I look good? And all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's just crazy. It's crazy how messy some people are. Just messy. And I was worried about her safety because I'm like, you playing games. You playing with fire. Then if your second baby daddy fucking crashes out and kills your ass and you ended up on the fucking newspaper and shit, you know what I mean? Then everybody will be jumping up talking about how the patriarchy is violent and evil and everything, and you out here playing with niggas' emotions. You know what I mean? I was like, you need to stop that shit. You know what I mean? But then it gets even sloppier because apparently her second baby daddy went out and at some point in time, he cheated on her and then she cheated back, and then it like hasn't stopped. They just keep it secret from each other. I don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? But he seems like, but from where she was describing he calmed the fuck down, and then she went out there and then did her bullshit. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, y'all messy. I don't want to hear about your stories. It's just too messy for me. I deal with enough, aspects of the black community and all the other fucking problems we got and everything. I don't want to hear about more messy shit. Unnecessary, more messy shit. But anyway, I'm saying, even with this other chick, I'm like, yo, chick, I know your man. I know your man. Like, I remember one time, because he comes to the gym very rarely. He comes to the gym like every 7 months. He likes to go and work out at a meathead gym that I was actually thinking about going to. But the problem is like, this shit is so fucking close to where I live. Like, I'm like I literally go down maybe 2-3 lights and I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not just stay at that gym as opposed to going to the fucking other gym, right? So even though I want to go to the other gym, because ain't really a whole bunch of talent at the other gyms. You know what I mean? Excuse me, at this gym that I'm currently, at. I like some of the other gyms where it is like everything's new. There's new bitches, new pussy. There's another gym that I wanted to go to it's reasonably close, but it's still way further of a drive than where I'm going now. You know what I mean? And it's like it's closer to a town that's more Hispanic, so there's a lot of mamacitas over there and everything, and a lot of them bitches be looking good and shit. I'm like, hey, let me go over to that gym. Because right now I'm at a gym that's majority white. And it ain't nothing happening. It's just a whole bunch of just basic Beckys. And again, if a white woman ain't built like shit, I don't really care for them. I do not really care for them. I need the body to be bodying, regardless of whatever the fucking race is. I need the body to be bodying. You know what I'm saying? You know, dating outside of sisters, I may have my non-black favorites, right? But the body got to be bodying. If the body ain't bodying, I don't want it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, she did it again, and it was like, and again, it's one of them things where like you think that this is what's going on, this is what she's doing, but I went in there consciously today. I was like, if she does it, she's doing this shit intentionally, nigga. Right? She's doing this shit intentionally, and fucking, I went and I was on the squat rack, got off the squat rack. You know, went over to the fucking dumbbells and shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm doing, you know, shoulder raises and shit. And then next thing you know, she popped that shirt up. And then she just stood there for like a good, like she was taking a break between sets. And she just stood there like, yeah, nigga, take it all in. Take it all. And gave me the side profile from both sides and everything. And I was like, woo! Stop it, chick, stop it! Stop it! You know what I mean? I was trying to fight that motherfucker because first off, I just don't like letting non-black women know that they got it like that. I hate that shit. Because they're already arrogant as fuck. That's all, that whole thing with this is how you get a black athlete and everything else like that. And they be seeing me as a fucking athlete. So I gotta act like I ain't looking when I am looking. Like I'm like a chameleon and shit. Like one eye is straightforward, the other eye is like cocked to the side, looking to the side and shit. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, man, it's just the fucking just this motherfucker is this thick as a motherfucking Snicker, man. I mean, she just retarded. It's retarded how thick she is. But I'm like, chick, I know your mans. Stop trying to be a social vampire and feed off of my energy because you want my fucking thirst. And that's the thing that happens, you know, when it comes to black men. Because, like, well, you know, a lot of these women, they be feeling insecure about their body. They be feeling fat. They be feeling like, you know, this shit ain't hitting for nothing. Because white men, they got a real specific type of woman that they want. You put muscles on a bitch. A lot of these white dudes that are not built, and this goes right into what I was talking to Captain Solo about, a lot of these women that are not built, you know what I mean? Like they they feel insecure, but then they get around a bunch of black dudes giving all type of praise and accolades and damn girl, you thick and da-da-da-da, and they like that shit. They like that shit. They gobble that shit up. They eat it up. You know, and it's like, and you know, I imagine she can't go anywhere. If she walks out and goes anywhere, the mall or whatever, niggas are shooting their shot. They are shooting their shot. Because it's just, you know, look, the white women, you know, they, or even, you know, again, she's like an off-white person, but I'm saying the thick ones ain't all that common. The thick fitness ones, if you go to a gym, you're going to see maybe 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean? But on a regular basis, walking the street, nah, you ain't going to see that. You ain't going to see that chick fitness unless you in, you know, South Florida or something. You ain't going to see that. So I'm like, I already know if you walking around with these, because I've never seen her in regular clothes. I only seen her in the yoga pants. I'm like, yeah, if you walking around, I already know niggas are shooting a shot. I already know it. I already know that they're going to come up and they're going to spit game, and I have not given her that. I've refused. The only time I talk to her is if, like, one time, or the last time, I should say, I was talking to, the white guy that she was fooling around with or dating or whatever the fuck they got going on. And then she was trying to leave with him or whatever. And, we acknowledged each other. And I mean, it was like a, hey, how's it going type of thing. And that was it. But when this motherfucker is not around, oh my God, man. I mean, take a look at it. Take a look at it. You know you want it. Take a look at it. I got all these cheeks. I got all these yams. And I'm like, yeah, because that shit has a premium in the BC. That shit does not have a premium in the white community. That shit does not have a premium even with the white guy that you're dealing with. It just doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? Their ideal is not you. And I think that's what fucks up a lot of these fucking women. And if they go and they stay on their side of the fence or whatever, you know what I mean? And they dating who they supposed to, but they miss the thirst that black men give them. They miss the thirst because I can see it. I can smell it. My spidey senses is tingling. I'm like, yeah, chick, I know what you want. You want a motherfucker. You want a damn from a black man. That's what you want. You want a black man to say, you want to hear it from a distance. You want it because it boosts your motherfucking ego. You want to hear me be like, damn. You want to hear me hit you with the Martin Lawrence damn Gina. That's what you want. I'm telling you, that's literally what the fuck they want. That she wants me to make a sound effect. She wants me to let her know, like, God damn, she will, all that. God, where you got to look away, you got to turn away. She knows, and I hate it. I hate this shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, come on, chick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all this. You really don't. I'm in here focused. You know what I'm saying? I go at a time where it's like, it ain't a whole bunch of people in there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm focused. You know what I mean? So, because the gym that's like my me time. Y'all sitting there talking about all the stress, and I'm hooting and hollering, yelling and screaming when I make videos and shit like that. Man, I get my woo-saws in at the fucking gym. I take my aggression out at the fucking gym. Okay, that's where I take my aggression out. And these women, they keep fucking with me, and they're like, nah, nigga, I need you to take that aggression out on me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to fuck with women right now. I do not want to fuck with y'all because y'all just, just the stories, the fucking, I got a man, he's going through a horrible divorce. Horrible divorce. You know what I mean? I'm like, I didn't even know a woman could fucking do that. You know what I mean? And then the reputation destruction. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know this was a thing. You ever heard of a silver bullet divorce? You ever heard of that? A silver bullet, a woman, all she got to do is do one of three things. Accuse the man of abuse, domestic violence, drugs, or violation of the children. Any one of those things starts putting a whole bunch of shit in motion. You know what I mean? It gets the whole legal system involved. I'm like, yo, and then you got to play defense and throw up thousands of dollars to defend yourself. I'm over here trying to prevent motherfucker from walking off a cliff. You know what I mean? And he's still going through it. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to be, be the dude that's the emotional support. You know what I mean? But I'm like, but he basically solidified it for, that's why I ain't even chasing pussy like that. Like, he solidified it for me. I was like, man, I ain't never getting married, man. I ain't never getting married because I didn't even know a woman could do that to a man. You know what I mean? And then the way that the fucking state acts, it's all about the interest of the fucking woman and the children, right? And it's like, oh, we got to make sure that they're safe and protected first. You know what I mean? And it's like, God damn, like, yo, this is so fucked up. All based off of lies, exaggerations, you know what I'm saying? All to just destroy a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And then, we already know about this. Like, I already knew about this. Like, in terms of, like, I just don't trust women. Like, if I'm not fucking with them, I don't really need to go into the details of the shit. But when you see somebody going through it, and then you look at the details of the shit, like, man, that's some scary shit, man. It's like, damn, like, you just, They just come out and just destroy you. Literally. A woman can destroy you. They just point the witch finger at you. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, like that movie Thinner. You know what I mean? With an old lady, get the fucking hit the, what happened? The guy hit her husband with the car and he died. And then she walked up, she was like, thinner, and then touched his face and shit. And the next thing you know, he started getting thinner and thinner by the day. She cursed his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like all a woman got to do is point the witch finger at you and you're toast. You're cooked. You're cooked. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you got like a real career and shit. Like, no, you're cooked. You're cooked. You know, and I'm just like, I was like, nah, man. I was like, I was like, I'm like, that's where that blue pill shit'll get you if you're not paying attention and you thinking shit is sweet and you thinking, that getting married is the next logical step in life and it's the right thing to do. Look, I was pro-marriage, but they gotta change these motherfucking laws, man. They gotta change these motherfucking laws. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But man, I mean, just, and it's fucked up. Like my age now, like I could fuck the grandmother, the mother, and the daughter. like that's what's fucked up about being fucking middle aged. That shit is fucked up. I got all three of them looking at me. All three of them talking about, and it ain't nothing worse when you get the older women that look like women you're supposed to respect, and you walk by and they go, or they go, You know what I mean? I'm like, that's a black lady when they do that one. Ain't you a big glass of water? All that shit, man. I'm like, oh man, here we go. Here we go with the shit. Again, like I said, man, y'all need to have a strong masculine presence. Go to the gym. You will attract more women with that shit than women you scare away. It's just a reality, especially when they're ovulating. Oh my God, when they're ovulating, man, and don't be muscular and have a beard. Shit, But yeah, man. I caught her so bad. Tish, whole time I was not over there, cause I can see her. The fucking gym is only so big. I can see her. I'm looking. And I'm like, okay, shirt over the butt. See it. Soon as I fucking even remotely get within eye shot of the little area that she's in, because I was trying to use one of the equipment, all of a sudden, boom, ass is out. Shirt comes up over the fucking ass, and then I'm like, you just gonna stand there? I gotta look at it from all different type of angles. I'm like, I know your man, bitch. I know your man. The fuck? And it'll be some, yeah, but he don't pay attention to me. He don't give me enough attention. I know that black guys will give me attention, and I actually like that. It takes me back to when I was younger. They start wanting to feed off of that shit, man. And I'll be like, nah, I ain't. I'm like Chrissy when it comes to that shit. When it comes to like white women and them thinking that they got it like that because black women are running around wearing their hair and shit like that. I don't like non-black women just thinking that they just got it like that. Like it's just automatic. Like, okay, yes, you're thick. Yes, I am looking. Yes, I want to go balls deep up in that motherfucker. Yes. But I ain't gonna let you think that that you just got it like that. Fuck that. And it's just especially now, man. It just there's a lot of women, man. They thirst black men, they lust black men, they desire black men. But real talk, like, they don't have a whole bunch of respect for black men. Or you get into the women that like, oh yeah, it's all cool as long as they think that you want them. Reject one of these bitches and watch them fucking crash out. Watch them lose their shit. Now all of a sudden, how dare this black man that's beneath me reject me? Oh, how dare he? And I don't even know if that's what type time she's on. I'm just saying I done seen it enough. I've lived enough to experience all that type of bullshit. I'm chilling. I'm good. I can look at it, fucking, and go home and rub one out. You know what I mean? Like Bill Burr said, it's the champagne of fucking victory. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, all this shit, you know what I mean? It just, no. All that, I'm taking half and everything. I'm like, nah, man. The pussy ain't worth it, man. I got a couple friends of mine, man. All they do is passport bro shit, man. All they do is they leave the country, go have fun, and then come back. That's what they do. And I'm dangerously close to being on what they're on, because I'm just like, nah, man, these women here, man, like, nah. Scandalous. Like I said, I know your man. Why are you showing your ass to me? I shake your man's hand. You know what I'm saying? I spot your man at the gym. He spots me. You know what I mean? But you just got it. He ain't here. Oh, you just oh, let me show you what you missing out on. I'm like, oh my God, chick. So and I got just a chest full of mixed feelings and shit. Because this motherfucker is, you ever see chicks that are more sexy than they are fine? Like I said, she looks better than the other one, but the other one got a body. She got a body too. But she's sexy, more sexy than she is fine. This one's kind of, she got both. She's sexy and she is, attractive. I'd like to see her in some regular clothes, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, she just gotta let me see these goddamn yams. She just got to let me see it. And now I gotta figure out how the fuck to avoid this bitch, because I'm like, you did that shit on purpose. I watched you do it. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew before it even happened that you were gonna do it, and then I watched you do it. You know what I mean? And you did that shit right in the middle of the fucking set when I got fucking all this weight over my fucking head. I can't do nothing about. I can't get up. You know what I mean? I can't make it awkward and drop the rates and shit like that. You was like, yeah, nigga, look at this. Take it all in. Oh, man. And it's just... I'm like, I don't know what you starving of. I don't know what you thirsty of. But, man, I'm like, come on, chick. Like, I know your mans. And I fuck with him. This is the white dude was the one that broke down the shit, talking about how, when it comes to like the white nationalists and shit like that, nah, he's like, nah, they don't got it like that. They don't work out, they don't go to the gym, you know what I mean? They feel insecure and inadequate and shit like that. That's why he's like, I mean, he just summed it up. You know what I mean? And he's conservative, but he was just like, he's on that Rich Cooper shit. He was like, nah, motherfucker, you need to look the part. And if you don't look the part, you know what I mean, you immediately diving into some racist bullshit is just that. It's bullshit. Because even if the blacks weren't here, motherfucker, you can't even compete with what I got going on. And it's 100% true. Even though, yeah, he is cycling and shit. You know what I mean? But the motherfucker looks, he one of them square jaw looking white dudes. He looks the part. You know what I mean? He looks like Captain America after the serum. He looks the part. But I think the whole thing is from a cultural standpoint, I think he got with the wrong type of culturally oriented chick. Because she got jungle fever, and she likes the attention that black men give her. Even if she don't fully value and appreciate black men, or even would go off and be with a black man, marry a black man, and have his babies. She likes black male attention. And I peeped that shit. I wasn't 100% certain. I am 100% certain today. Because I'm like, I watched you do it. I knew you were going to do it. And I watched her do it. She was like, yeah, get a gander. Get a gander. Take it all in. Take all these yams in. I'm like, why are you doing this? What are you planning on breaking up with the dude? Am I the backup plan? What is going on? You know what I mean? And it's hard for me because I'd be lying if I told you that this motherfucker ain't sexier than the motherfucker and looks good, cause she sure as shit looks good, but she just gots to fucking just put that shit all in my fucking face, man. Just all in my face. You know, just on some, you know, if you're laying flat doing fucking, you know, freaking flies or some shit, she will be the type to back up and then sit on your face and be like, oops, I didn't know you were there. You know, or back up and sit on your lap. Oops, I didn't know you were, bitch. I know what you fucking doing. I know exactly what you're doing. It's like when a chick is flirting with you and you in a crowd and she brush her titties up against your back. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. The brothers that are good looking enough to have experienced that, they be brushing their titties, you know, on your back. I had a fucking a female barber. You know, she used to do that shit, man. She was like a I don't even know what she was like bi. She was bi. You know, she kind of lesbian. But she used to always do that shit. She'd be like cutting my hair and then throwing her titties on my shoulder and shit like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And you know when you get the tingles, you get those ASMR tingles and shit because you got a titty on your shoulder and shit. I'm like, you know, you're just getting goosebumps and shit, man. She used to do that shit. That shit was fucked up. You know what I mean? But she was bi. She would always be fucking, investigating and shit. You know, asking me questions, fake ass questions like, so what'd your girl cook you for Thanksgiving? I don't have a girl. Oh, you don't have a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of asking, do I have a girl, ask, is a holiday, and ask, you know, what did they cook for me? Like, oh, you got a girl cooking for you? I'm like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all of a sudden, and that's how she was. She was one of these, I'm bisexual until I come across a big nigga. She was on some, like, you got to make me feel like a woman type shit. I don't understand lesbians and bisexual women. I don't understand that, but that's what the fuck she was on. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me end this video. I just wanted to share that goofy ass story with you. It is a goofy ass story. It's a goofy ass story, but I caught this bitch today. I'm laying it out for the record. I caught her. I caught this bitch. I'm letting y'all know. Maybe y'all have some similar experiences. Y'all can tell me about it in the comment section. Break that shit down. I'm pretty sure y'all got some funny ass stories and shit. Because I know I ain't the only one. You know what I mean? I mean, just that shit was so blatant today. It was pathetic, man. I'm like, this is so blatant. Anyway, that's my video. SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. You know what I think? I just realized I answered my own question. That comment that I made, talking about getting a few strokes for me, I think dude might have said something to her at some point in time of, you know, whether at the beginning, right after I said it, whatever, you know, in jest, joking. But that kind of puts me on the spot. And that is probably why she does the shit that she does. Because she already knows. If he had said something, then she already knows, yeah, motherfucker, you looking all right. You know, you saying all that. And who knows what the state of their relationship is. But, yeah, if he said something, if he blew me up like that, even though I was just, you know, lighthearted joking, but if he really blew me up like that, yeah, that's probably what I'm witnessing. You know what I mean? Because in other words, yeah, then she already knows then. She already knows what I was thinking. So, yeah, that could be it. Because I'm like, damn, man, motherfucker, I hope you ain't saying you want that. Motherfucker, that was me and you joking. Like, that's not some shit you supposed to run and go tell. Fucking tattle-telling ass motherfucker. God damn, man. I'm just saying, I'm thinking it's very likely that he opened his mouth and said something. Was like, yeah, that motherfucker was like, yeah, get in a few strokes for me, shit. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. That's my video, SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe.
On the scene, diamond blingy, whole screen. Check a boy, Louis V. I'm so fresh and so clean. Stuff them bands in my jeans, slap them 30s in them things. Pull the trigger, let it sing. Then go smoke a Russian cream.
move. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Where?
Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!